This is District 27 Jeopardy!
Greetings all, I'm Greg Mays, the founder and executive director of A Better Jamaica. On behalf of A Better Jamaica and the Jamaica Center for Arts and Learning, it is my distinct pleasure to welcome you all to this beautiful venue, the Jamaica Performing Arts Center, for District 27 Jeopardy! Before we begin, I'd like to make one thing perfectly clear, and this is that this is not my official or unofficial audition to become the next Alex Trebek. As you will see, I am not prepared to follow in Alex's footsteps. The most important way that I will demonstrate this is by not having a teleprompter to read. Instead, I will read from my lovely piece of paper script that you see in front of me. So what this means is that you're going to see a fair amount of the top of my bald head as I look down to read my script. If you like what you see, then please consult with Ugly the Barber. Yes, that's right, Ugly the Barber is the name of his shop on Linden Boulevard. So, as you undoubtedly know, this is a big year for New York City electoral politics. This year, we'll be electing a new mayor, a new comptroller, a new public advocate, and over half of the New York City Council, among other office holders. Because of term limits, our very own esteemed New York City Council member, Danique Miller, is not able to run for office again. There are 11 individuals who are running to replace Brother Miller. So we not only wanted to give you a chance to learn more about the candidates who are running to be the next District 27 council member, but we wanted to give the candidates a chance to show how familiar they are with the district that they hope to serve. So let's see, we wanted to accomplish the above, but we also wanted to have fun doing so. Hence the game of District 27 Jeopardy! So today, we are joined, once again, by actually 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, well, 8 thus far, possibly 9 of the 11 candidates. Unfortunately, 2 of the candidates could not join us for a host of reasons that we'll not disclose to maintain their privacy, but each sends their apologies for not being here. And that would be Carrie Ann Burke, and yes, my other good guy, Jason Miles Carter. Sorry about that, Jason. Okay, so finally, let's get started. I wanted to thank all of the candidates in the race for deciding to run for office in the first place. It is not easy running for office. I know this because I ran for city council 8 years ago and got whooped, as they say. It takes time, it takes money, it takes a willingness to put yourself out there. So thank you all for believing in yourselves and stepping out on faith. So, because you may not have another opportunity to hear these candidates during the race, what we've decided to do is to give each of them 2 minutes to introduce themselves and tell you why they should be the next New York City Council member from District 27. So here we go. We are going to begin with Mr. Al Hassan Kanu. He is up first, and you've got 2 minutes, Brother Linden.
Thank you very much, Greg. And of course, thank you to my colleagues that are here. And thank you to the engineers that are here and the viewers that are out there. My name is Al Hassan Kanu, and I'm running for the 27th Council District because it means a lot to me. I lived in this district for over 25 years. I grew up here when I moved from Sierra Leone, West Africa, where I escaped with my family from a civil war that took over 60,000 lives. I moved here and I went to college. I went to York College, I graduated from York College, then I started my career in the 27th Council District as the district assistant to then Councilmember Leroy County. I worked with Councilmember Leroy County for 10 years during his time as a city council member. Here we address issues with flooding, transportation, housing, healthcare, and education, and funding resources for the district. I'm equipped and knowledgeable about the district and of course City Hall. I'm running because I believe that I'm the best candidate to bring the resources that we need right here in the 27th Council District. I also served under his successor, Danique Miller, for 5 years in the City Council, which I believe gives me more experience than anyone standing here that actually work within this particular district that we're all vying to serve. I'm here to run because I believe in the people and I believe in the work that I've done and the work that I intend to continue doing for the 27th Council District. Thank you.
All right, thank you for keeping that for less than 2 minutes. We now turn to Brother Anthony Rivers.
Hello, thank you everybody. Thank you Greg Mays for inviting me. Thank you for everyone having me here. My name is Anthony Rivers. I'm a married father of 3 children, and a homeowner in St. Albans for 27 years. I'm a former United States Marine, a retired NYPD lieutenant with 23 years of experience, a licensed financial services provider of 27 years, and a community activist. My experience with NYPD, my 23 years of experience with NYPD led me to do community work throughout Brooklyn, Queens, and the South Bronx. My final position with NYPD, I was the Lieutenant Integrity Control Officer of the entire precinct. My duties as the Integrity Control Officer was to implement a responsive program of integrity over the sergeants, police officers, and the civilian workers of the entire command, a total of 255 people. And in my tenure, we had 0 incidents, I'm proud to say. As a licensed financial services provider of 27 years, I spent thousands of hours across the kitchen table educating and assisting everyday families on how to save and accumulate money for retirement. I'm also a board member of the St. Albans Civic and the founder of People for the Neighborhood. People for the Neighborhood was founded to provide unbiased information about our community. We're not a traditional organization. We are there to provide information to Southeast Queens, and our goal is to service Southeast Queens with all the information that we work on. As far as the organization, it is not a 501c3. We are self-funded. That allows us an uninfluenced platform. As far as being a community activist, whether I'm standing out on Hollis Avenue protesting, at City Hall protesting, or taking the city of New York to court, or standing on Liberty Avenue fighting for environmental justice, everything that we do is for the betterment of Southeast Queens. I'm asking people to come out and vote for me on June 22nd because I have the experience, the training, and the work ethic to bring accountability back to Southeast Queens. So please, June 22nd, come out and make Anthony Rivers your #1 choice. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Anthony Rivers. We will now go to Mr. Harold Miller.
Greg, thank you. Hello, everyone. Good to see all my colleagues here. I'm Harold Miller. I'm running for City Council in 27th District. And the reason why I'm running is because I have a history of getting things done. I am the grandson of Guyanese immigrants. I'm a father of 2 boys, husband, and I've been a community organizer for about 20 years. In those 20 years, I worked for Acorn and then later on New York Communities for Change, where I fought the largest banks in the country against home foreclosure, where I organized parents who wanted better for their children and fought for science labs across the city so their kids could pass the 8th grade science exam. I organized fast food workers who were making $7.25 an hour, living in homeless shelters, hopping the turnstile just to get to work, and made sure that we had a $15 minimum wage in the state. And then I took that experience as a community organizer to City Hall, where I was appointed Deputy Commissioner of the Community Affairs Unit, where we worked to help expand universal pre-K. I worked with faith leaders to build affordable housing. And then most recently, I was leading the city's outreach efforts around COVID-19 to make sure that people wearing their masks, getting tested for COVID-19, and making sure we're staying safe during this pandemic. So I have a history of getting things done, and that's why I have the endorsements of New York Communities for Change, the Working Families Party, Hotel Trades Council, Unite Here, and many others, because they know my history, they know my work, and the City Council will make sure that we protect our homes, where our wealth is. We'll make sure we improve our transportation options. And we're going to make sure that we have quality jobs in our community so people can live, work, and rest well in this community. And so, with your prayers and support, I look forward to having your support June 22nd for the Democratic primary. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Miller. We will now move to Mr. Johnson.
James Johnson. I'm a community organizer here in Southeast Queens. I am a product of a union household. My mother worked for 1199 for 15 years. My father worked for Transit for 27 years. I attended PS 136, IS 59, and the great Campus Madden High School. I am a board member of the Springfield Rifles Organization, man of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated, social action chair for the Queens chapter. I started an organization called Opportunities for Southeast Queens Millennials, where we wanted to get young people access to resources and information and job access as well. I worked for the local council member, Councilman Idanique Miller, as a youth liaison and community liaison, and I worked for the New York City Comptroller, Scott Stringer, as a Southeast Queens rep for the whole Southeast Queens. I want to say today that we are in the tales of two communities. Two communities. One community you will say is elders sitting in a room and having access to a lot of information, and you have other rooms where young people are trying to get information. I think me as an organizer, I have the skill set to bring everybody together. When you don't have wisdom with youth, and you don't have youth with wisdom, that's a problem in our community. And I believe that we have to have somebody in this seat that has a history and shown that they can bring everybody together and bring everybody to the table, part of the decision making. So I want to thank you for having me. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Brother Johnson. We will now move over to Mr. Smith. How are you, sir?
Very well, thank you very much. Good evening, Mr. Mayor's colleagues. Allow me to introduce and reintroduce myself. My name is Jermaine Sean Smith, candidate for District 27, right here in Southeast Queens. My story is 15 years of working with foster youth. And I know a lot of times when I tell that story, people automatically assume I'm outside in the back playing basketball and playing tag with these young people to help them feel good, which is important work. But what I've done for 15 years is work to get the resources that these young people need so that they can thrive despite their own personal pandemics. I'm talking about budgeting. I'm talking about employment services. I'm talking about housing. When you look at the issues that foster care youth go through, it mimics what many of us New Yorkers go through. And that's why I decided to run, because I've had a track record of actually getting those resources to those people. I lead a task force of 150 nonprofits in New York City. Also, a steering committee that has secured funding of $22 million for foster care youth to get coaching, so they get educational support, they can get housing, all those things that we spoke about earlier. Now, the reason I'm running for District 27 is because we are currently in a pandemic. It's not over. It's not over. And because we feel like we can see the end is near, what we have to start doing is think about not just surviving this thing, but start moving towards thriving. And we have that unique ability with the person that gets this next job. Because then if they have the vision of just seeing things as they are, then they're not going to be able to move us to thriving. I believe I have that vision to get us to thriving. How do we do it? Education. How do we do it? Making sure we're empowering our community, our nonprofits in our community, because those are the people that are doing the real work. Those closest to the problem are closest to the solution. I'm excited to be here this evening. I'm excited to be with my colleagues, and I hope to get your vote on June 22nd for the Democratic primary here at District 27. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Brother Smith. We will now go to Renee Hill.
Thank you, Greg. Thank you, Greg, and thank you to Better Jamaica for this event. I want to, can you hear me? Great. I want to say that I was born in Jamaica at Holliswood Hospital. I went to Jamaica High School. I graduated from York College with a bachelor's degree. So I am the daughter of Jamaica, Queens area. Queens, period. I was the Adelaide Park chairperson, and during that time, I landmarked Adelaide Park. I also fought to save the VA hospital from land grabbers. I also helped to alleviate flooding in Southeast Queens, and I helped to advocate for environmental justice. I also worked with the waste transfer stations during the rallies, and I visited many waste transfer stations in our community or outside our community to see what we need in our community. So I've been involved in our community for over 25 years, volunteering. I've raised 4 children here. I have a home here in St. Albans, Queens. I have experience as a Community Board 12 chairperson with dealing with the city agencies. I also helped to bring the community the matter of planning together. That's a legislation that is about to come in front of the City Council to get rid of our single-family zoning. And I would suggest that everyone check out the petition online. You can go to www.reneehill2021. There's a petition because the City Council, the current City Council members are planning to put legislation through to get rid of single-family homes all throughout New York City, the zoning, and we need the community to be aware of what's happening and to be knowledgeable about this matter. So I hope that you can come out and vote for me June 22nd, rank me number 1, and I look forward to continuing my work in the community, and I thank you again for this opportunity.
Thank you, Ms. Hill. And now Ms. Natasha Williams.
Thank you so much, Greg, and for all that you do for our community. Again, my name is Natasha Williams, born in this community, raised in this community, educated here, own a home here, and proud to stand before you as a candidate for the 27th Council District. I was raised by a single mother who was a social worker. And so growing up in that household, seeing her help people have their own agency is what really led me to wanting to be in a life of public service. And so after college, I started working for the New York State Legislature, where I've held numerous positions, from a legislative director to a communications director to a chief of staff, and even an executive director for the Black, Puerto Rican, Hispanic, and Asian Legislative Caucus, where I fought on behalf of our community to ensure we had the things for us, right? So whether it was my Brother's Keeper initiative, helping to coordinate that, whether it was paid family leave, those are some of the things that I worked on. From a personal capacity, as I jokingly say, I moonlight as an activist, and so have done national and state work fighting for social justice. But most importantly, it's my local work that means the most to me. And so I've been a member of Community Board 13, where I've served as chair of a committee. I'm also a member of our local civic association, a member of all the Democratic clubs, and something that's near and dear to me is my membership as a board member for LifeCam, which is an organization that fights gun and gang crime in our community. And as we know, we've seen a rise in gun crime. For me, this is not about politics, it's about people. For me, this is not about a job, it's about what we can do together, whether that's addressing issues of our seniors, our youth, education, economic development, transportation, the list can go on. We all know what the issues are. And I do have 27 ideas for the 27th Council District on my website, natasha2021.com. But most importantly, it's about how we can ensure government is more responsive to our needs, that it's transparent and accessible. And I humbly also ask for your support June 22nd for the Democratic primary and ranking me as your '1 choice. And I am blessed and honored to have the support of Assemblywoman Alicia Hyman, as well as a few unions, 32BJ, DC 37, 1199, UFT, CSA, and the laborers. But of course, your endorsement and support is most important. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Williams. And last but definitely not least, Ms. Marie Adams Obi.
Thank you, Greg Mays. My name is Marie Adams Obi, and I'm running for City Council to fight for equity for our community. I chose Southeast Queens as my home to raise my family. I've been working for New York City for 20 years. I have experience working with 2 city council members, and I'm currently district manager for Community Board 8. As district manager, I have the reputation of getting things done, and that's why I have the support of the district managers in Queens. Last year, I was able to get the longest lane miles resurfaced from DOT for my district. This is the type of dedication that I want to bring to Southeast Queens community. As a private citizen, I get involved with schools as a member of the SLT, as PTA president, because there's nothing more important than supporting our students and getting them an education. I look around our community and I see that we deserve better. And you will agree that you also deserve better. And that's the reason I'm in the fight. Better education, beautification, housing, senior services, and for our small businesses. They need our support as they hire 50% of New York City's workforce. I'm asking you for your vote because I'm the person who's going to get things done. I have a can-do attitude about everything. If I see an issue, I look for solutions. That's what it's all about. On June 22nd, I'm asking you to vote for Marie Adams Obi to bring services to the community, the services that we've been lacking. I'm asking you to vote for Marie Adams Obi for equity, for us to get a fair share of the services. I've been on the other side, and I know what's possible, and I'm going to bring it to Southeast Queens. I look forward to your support. Thank you.
Thank you all for joining us. Without further ado, we will begin our game of Jeopardy! So, before we begin, I'd like to share with you that we made a couple of changes to how we'll play District 27 Jeopardy. And apologies to the Jeopardy purists out there. The most notable change is that instead of giving a single player the opportunity to run the score up by repeatedly getting right answers, we'll simply move from one player to the next, regardless of whether or not the player gets the correct answer. This will guarantee, among other things, that each candidate will get roughly equal airtime. So let's get started. We will proceed in the same alphabetical order that the candidates introduce themselves. So that means that Mr. Al Canoe gets to pick first.
New York City budget for 500.
New York City budget for 500. Watch out. Okay, this 5-step process includes the mayor's preliminary budget, council analysis, and hearings, a formal response from the council, the mayor's executive budget, and finally the budget adoption in June. And you don't lose any points for giving a wrong answer, so.
Okay. New York City 22. What is New York City 2022 budget?
Not quite, but let's see what we got here. What is simply the budget process?
All right.
Okay.
That was a trick question.
One quick question. If someone misses a question, can someone else raise their hand and answer it?
No.
No, unfortunately, we just have to go back
just
and
wanna
forth and
sure.
stuff.
All right, thank you.
All right. So your answer was the 2022 budget process, right? All right. That's the word budget process was in there, so we'll give that to you, Brother Canoe.
That's a slippery slope. That's a slippery slope.
All right.
Good job.
Also, that was a trick question. That was a trick question.
All right. So, Brother Rivers,
Let's go District 27 facts for 100.
District 27 facts for 100. Okay. According to the latest census, this stands at 273,029.
What is the population of District 27?
What is the population of District 27? And this man didn't even see the answers beforehand. All right. Brother Miller, you're up.
All right. Let's go New York City Council for 100.
New York City Council for 100. 51 of these people represent all New Yorkers.
Who is the council members?
What is the number of New York City Council members? Okay. Brother Johnson.
Give me 300 just for some facts.
District 27 facts for 300. This Southeast Queens legend was District 27's first black city council member.
What is Archie Spigner?
What is Archie Spigner? All right, correct answer, sir. All right, we move on to Brother Sean Smith.
Yes. Greg. Local nonprofits for 300, please.
Local nonprofits for 300. This Hollis, Queens-based entity is dedicated to meeting the needs of those suffering from a disease that should be afflicts people of African descent more than others.
What is community empowerment through nonprofit organizations? Final answer. Thank you very much.
Okay. That would be the Queens Sickle Cell Advisory Network.
Awesome.
All right. Okay, so Ms. Hill.
Okay. I'll take District 27 facts for 400.
District 27 facts for 400. The communities of Cambria Heights, Hollis, Jamaica, St. Albans, Queens, Village, and Springfield Gardens.
Town for District 27.
Woohoo!
Please.
There's one answer we should all get right.
That's right, one answer that everyone should certainly get right. All right, Ms. Natasha Williams, you are up next.
I will take criminal justice reform for 100.
Criminal justice reform for 100.
No. That's not what that's supposed to be. Hold on.
Well, can I say the answer?
I guess you can say that.
Okay, so the question was, what is raise the age? And I actually had the opportunity to help pass raise the age in the New York State Assembly, but it is a bill that allows for pretty much teenagers to be considered juveniles. Before that, the state of New York was criminalizing 16-year-olds and 17-year-olds.
Okay, well, I think that, clearly she knew the answer, so we're going to give that to you, Sister Natasha, because that was my bad on the technology.
Listen, I'm all for fairness.
Come on, that's fair. Look,
fellow
it's all good.
colleagues.
Everybody deserves a little grace every now and then. All right, so let's see. Okay, so we are now Miss Adams Ovid.
New York City budget for 400.
New York City budget for 400. This budget covers larger, long-term investments in facilities and infrastructure.
What is the capital budget?
What is the capital budget?
Good stuff.
What is the capital budget? All right, Ms. Adams Ovid, thank you much. Okay, so now we are back to Mr. Al Canoe.
Okay. District 27 facts for 500.
District 27 facts for 500. This lovely park shares its name with this legendary park advocate.
Really?
For working spot.
Yeah, I think, that is, okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's wrong.
And that is interesting.
That was the key word.
Okay, and the key word would be what?
Park advocate.
Yeah. So okay, we've already,
Yes.
giving a brother a little extra something. And, my bad. If it had said this lovely Cambria Heights Park shares its name with this legendary park advocate, but yes, it is technically that. All right, let's see. Move on. So now back to Brother Rivers.
Okay, let's go with District 27 facts, 200.
All right, District 27 facts for 200. This is the top constituent service request for this city council district. Take your time, Brother Rivers.
What is sanitation?
What is sanitation? All right, let's fix it up a little bit. That is not the correct answer. But if there's someone who actually does know the answer.
That's right.
James Johnson, do you know that answer? Is that what you're saying?
I'll pass.
Sanitation is one of our biggest issues.
It is a key word.
All legal dumping. So the same thing. That's right.
That's Brother Canoe first, and then Miss Adams will be Brother Canoe.
What are speed bumps?
What are speed bumps? Wow.
I got the call.
You got the call.
That's more than sanitation.
This is the number one request, the service request, and that says that the living in Southeast Queens is pretty good. If speed bump requests are the number one consumer service request, So it is what it is. Okay, so that was Brother Rivers. Let's see.
Back to Brother Miller, correct?
All right, let's go New York City budget 300.
All right, New York City budget for 300.
This city agency assembles and oversees both the city expense and capital budget.
What is the Office of Management and Budget?
Whoa, look at you.
I had a lot of fights with them over the years.
What is
Office of Management and Budget. Excellent answer, my friend. Okay, Brother Johnson, it's your turn, right? Yes.
Give me local nonprofits for 500.
Local nonprofits for 500. For over 40 years, this local nonprofit has been a catalyst for development in downtown Jamaica. What is the Greater Jamaica Development Corporation? Y'all are just killing this. Okay, Brother Smith, I think you're up next.
Yeah, here comes the guy with no answers, right? Local nonprofits for 200, please.
Okay, local nonprofits for 200. This local nonprofit is home to the largest green space in District 27.
What is the Southern Queens Park Association?
Look at you. And he didn't even say Roy Wilkins Park, but he got it right with what is the Southern Queens Park Association. Not many, well, many people know it, but not everybody knows that. They usually think Roy Wilkins Park. Okay, all right. And Brother Canoe here, don't you work at the...
Yes.
All right, so again, evidence that this game is not fixed. He was not given that question. Okay, all right, let's see, so Renee Hill.
Okay, I'll go for local nonprofits, 400.
Local nonprofits for 400. She's bold. This Southeast Queens entity is dedicated to giving Caribbean and Caribbean American artists a platform to showcase their work and talents.
I want to say Black Spectrum, but I don't know if that's it.
Is that your final answer?
Wait, no, wait. Jeez. Yeah, I'm afraid so. I don't think it's right, though.
You're correct.
All right, it is not the Black Spectrum Theater. Would anyone else like to venture a guess?
Yes.
Okay, Brother Al-Canoe.
I think it's black. What is Blata?
What is Brata? Yes. And that is the organization. All right, who founded and runs Brata?
Not me.
It was founded by, what's his name? I think he passed away.
Oh, no, let's not say that.
Okay, well, I guess.
Okay. He is still alive and well. That would be Brother Andrew Clark. All right.
Oh, Andrew.
Okay, so let's see.
That was a tough one right there.
Yes.
It's me.
Natasha.
I will take New York City budget for 100.
New York City budget for 100?
Mm-hmm.
All right. 95 billion is the current amount of this budget.
What is the New York City budget? Or what is New York?
Yes, that's a typo, but yes, that is the New York City budget. Yes.
All right, so Miss Adams Ovid, you are next.
New York City Council for 500.
New York City Council for 500.
Big baller, big money.
This subset of the New York City Council looks out for the shared interests of the vast majority of New York City's non-white population.
What is the Black, Latino, Asian Caucus?
Indeed, what is the Black, Latino, and Asian Caucus? All right. I can't stump you guys with nothing. Watch out now. Okay, let's see. So back to Brother Canoe?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. New York City for 200. New York City Council for 200.
New York City Council for 200. Aging, economic development, education, small business, and technology are examples of these.
What are committees?
What are New York City Council committees? All right. Okay, Brother Rivers.
New York City Council for 300.
New York City Council for 300.
This New York City Council member is elected by his or her peers and leads the council in setting priorities, passing laws, and directing public money for the benefit of New Yorkers.
What is the Speaker of the New York City Council?
Final answer? It's
Yes.
all good. There we go. What is the council speaker currently, Mr. Corey Johnson? All right. Okay, back to you, Brother Miller.
All right, let's finish our budget for 200.
Budget, New York City budget for 200. At 30 to 35%, this department represents the largest percentage of New York City's budget.
Oh, that's a great question. My guess is the New York City Police Department. What is the New York City Police Department?
Unfortunately, that is not the answer. Does anyone else? Okay, any brother can do?
Yes.
I know the answer. Oh, can I say it?
Oh, you know that. Unfortunately, man, we got the wrong answer, but
Yeah,
if they
that's
don't
all right.
get it, then it's all good. Brother Canoe,
What is New York City Department of Education?
what is the New York City Department of Education? You got that right. All right. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, that was New York City budget for 200, right?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry about that. All right. Okay, so next is Brother Johnson, right?
Yes, give me criminal justice reform for 500.
Criminal justice reform for 500.
This criminological theory asserted that aggressively policing low-level offenses prevents more serious crime.
Let's stop it first.
I have it.
What is broken windows?
Come on, bro.
Broken windows and stop and frisk are indeed cousins. The baby cousin and the big cousin. But yes, that would be what is broken windows.
Okay, so where are we? We are now, Brother Sean.
Let's go local nonprofits 100.
Local nonprofits 100. All right. Founded in 1972, this multidisciplinary arts center also operates the Jamaica Performing Arts Center.
Black Theater.
Okay, so we're in the Jamaica Performing Arts Center right now.
Yeah.
So we're looking for an institution that also operates this entity. And it's not the Black Spectrum Theater.
J-Town?
Did I see Miss Natasha Williams?
I didn't want to look at it.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, the Jamaica Center for Arts and Learning.
What is the score, by the way? I'm curious to know.
What is what for?
The score?
The score?
Yeah.
The score is what is the score? You don't want me to be philosophical about the score. The score is just the score. You know? It's about more than a test score, for the children, as you well know.
Congrats, Al.
All right, let's see. Okay, so we are back over to Miss Hill. Criminal justice reform for 200, 300, or 400?
Oh, I'll try 300.
For 300. All right. This unconvicted young man was in jail for 3 years while awaiting trial before being released and taking his own life.
Oh, I can't remember his name. Oh, God. That was so sad. I don't remember his name. I'm sorry.
Does anyone else know the young man's name?
It was Khalif Browder.
Who is Khalif Browder? All right. Certainly a seriously sad situation. But at least what came out of that was some of the criminal justice reforms that we are all benefiting from, young people in particular, today. So hats off to that brother and his family. Okay. All right. So let's see. I'm getting confused. We are back over to Natasha Williams.
Okay, I will take criminal justice reform for 400.
Okay, criminal justice reform for 400.
This now reduced NYPD practice detained, questioned, and searched civilians and suspects
What is
under the
stop and frisk?
What is stop and frisk, which we all know is now the cousin of.
Can I get 200?
Okay, we're getting you. Okay, so now we are
It's
Miss
the
Adam.
child. It's actually the child of broken windows.
Okay,
It
the
came
child.
out of broken windows.
Okay, that's right. Not the cousin, but the child of broken windows. Thank you, Miss Williams. All right, Miss Adams Ovid, one category left on this board.
Criminal justice reform for 200. You ready? All right. This set of laws sought to do away with cash bail for the criminally charged while awaiting trial.
Bail reform? What is bail reform?
Because Mr. Brother Anthony over here was chomping at the bit. What is bail reform? All right. So round one is the Jeopardy round is indeed over. So we're about to move on to the second round of Jeopardy. So everybody grab yourself a sip of water if you need that.
Let's clap.
And yes, let's give a round of applause.
How many rounds are there?
Just two. All right. Because we don't want you, you're up on your feet like this for a while. I get it. All right. Okay, so where were we? We're moving over to our next Jeopardy board. All right. Anybody have any questions, concerns, anything like that beforehand?
What's the score?
What's the score? Marie Adams Ovid with 1,100 points. Woohoo! Natasha Williams, 600 points. Jermaine Sean Smith, 500 points. Brother Harold Miller, 700 points. Al Hassan Canoe, 1,500. Watch out now. Brother Anthony Rivers, 400 points. Brother James Johnson, 800 points. Renee Hill, 400. All right. We're looking good, people. On to the next round. Okay, so we're going to go to Brother Al Canoe over here.
District 27 rap and hip hop legend for 1,000.
Oh, District 27 rap and hip hop legends for 1,000.
Let's try that.
Okay.
Now we're getting a little harsher.
You may have to get another one, but let's see, because I think this is. I tell you, these people who made up these questions.
I thought you did.
Yes, I did. Okay. All right. This is interesting. This is going to be. I think this is incorrect, but we're going to go with this anyway. Formed in
I
St.
know the
Albans.
year they was founded.
Okay. A Tribe Called Quest was originally known by this name. Okay. What's your?
Is it Lost Boys?
Okay. Oh no, that's again. Okay, hold on. That's,
Those boys are different.
Okay, there's a first for everything, and this is that. What is the Crush Connection? Wow.
Let's see. Brother Rivers.
I'm gonna try rap and hip hop legends for 800.
Okay. Rap and hip hop legends for 800. Okay. Okay, so this one you gotta know, 'cause, All right, formed in St. Albans, these pioneers of alternative hip hop originally included rappers Q-Tip, Phife Dawg, Jerobi White, and DJ Ali Shaheed.
What is Tribe Called Quest?
What is a Tribe Called Quest? Is the right answer. Hopefully, it's gonna reveal itself. Yes. Who is a Tribe Called Quest? Okay, good. Okay, who's next, Brother Miller?
Yeah, let's go 600 for hip hop legends.
Okay, hip hop legends was 600. This rap impresario co-founded the hip hop label Def Jam Recordings.
Who is Russell Simmons?
Who is Russell's final answer?
Final answer.
Who is Russell Simmons? Okay, all right. Let's see, Brother Johnson.
11,006.
Okay, District 27 Faith for $1,000. This legendary Catholic church lies at the heart of Catholics worshiping in Cambria Heights.
What is Sacred Hearts?
What?
Final answer?
Yes.
What is Sacred Heart Church? All right.
So we at what, 1,500 now? We at 1,800 now?
I see.
Step it up, baby.
It seems as if we need to do a point check. I'm not sure if that's readily available, but it's okay. All right, let's move on. Okay, Brother Sean Smith.
Government operations, 800.
Government operations for 800. Okay. This local law enabled New Yorkers who are part-time workers at companies with 5+ employees to take paid time off when they are ill.
What is the PFL?
What is paid sick leave, family leave? Okay.
It's different, Greg.
Renee said it's different.
It is different.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I am old 600 from the last. I just.
It's old different, but the brother is owed $600 from the last time. Okay. Okay. How about if we give that brother $300?
That's fair. That's fair.
That's fair.
Yeah.
You know what? No. Let's keep it as
That's
is.
fair.
It was wrong. No points.
Okay, all right. See, look at that. That's the kind of council member we might be getting. Watch out now. Okay, so I think Ms. Hill, you're next.
Yes, I am. I'll take cultural institutions. Let's see. I'll do 1,000.
Cultural District 27 cultural institutions for $1,000.
Big money.
All right now, big money. Once home.
That's nice.
To the likes of Count Basie, Lena Horne, Ella Fitzgerald, and others. This District 27 neighborhood is landmarked.
What does that say for?
Oh Lord.
You deserve it.
Okay, she clearly deserves that as the current or past president of the Adams Lake Park Civic Organization. That's just ridiculous, but it's all good.
I took a chance and
You did. You won. Wow. Okay, all right. So next up is Miss Williams.
I will take.
Wait. This team, we're gonna have to separate y'all. Y'all is like elementary school.
Government operations 1,000.
Government operations for 1,000. What? Separate from the mayor's administration, but an equal partner in how our city is run.
What is the comptroller?
oh, I got it.
Okay, first over to Ms. Hill.
It's the city council. Oh.
What is the New York City Council? You knew that.
I did.
We know that. Okay, and now back over to Ms. Adams O.B.
Government operations 600, please.
Government operations for 600. The vote threshold that must be reached in order to enact a law over the objection of the mayor to turn a bill into a law.
What is 2/3?
Final answer?
Yes.
What is 2/3? Watch out. She's on fire. Okay, and back to the beginning, correct?
Yes.
Brother Al Canoe.
Government operations for 200.
Government operations for 200. July 1st to June 30th.
What is the budget?
What is the,
I have the answer.
I'm sorry, one more time?
The budget process?
No. I have the answer.
Okay, all right.
Participatory budget?
Miss Adams over here.
What is the New York City fiscal year?
What is indeed New York City's fiscal year? All right. Okay, so, and over to Brother Rivers.
Let's do government operations for 400.
Government operations for 400. Okay. This local law created a municipal photo ID program that allows New Yorkers who prove their residence to access city-based services and benefits.
What is New York ID program?
What is IDNYC law? Yes, sir. All right. Okay. All right, Brother Miller.
All right, let's go District 27 Faith for 800.
District 27 Faith for 800. This esteemed house of worship, known for its monthly jazz vespers, was recently headed by Reverend Dr. Henry Simmons.
What is the St. Albans Congregational?
What is the St. Albans Congregational Church?
Yeah, and I know they have a new pastor now.
They do indeed. Okay, and let's see, Brother Johnson.
Give me 800 for District 27 Cultural Institution.
Okay, District 27 Cultural Institutions for 800. Founded in 1970, this Southeast Queens theater institution is operated by Carl Clay.
What is Black Spectrum?
Final answer?
That's the three
What is the Black Spectrum Theater?
Right? That's the three times saying it.
All right, and Brother Jermaine.
Yes. I'll take District 27 Rap Hip Hop Legends for 400, please.
Hailing from Hollis, this rap trio included Joseph Simmons, Darryl McDaniels, and Jason Mizell.
I got it if he doesn't.
Oh my gosh, so hard. Who is Run DMC? Who is Run DMC?
Wait, not final answer. Wait.
Is that the final answer?
Oh, yeah.
Who is Run DMC indeed? Okay, all right, over to Ms. Hill.
Hi, District 27 Cultural, 600, please.
All right, District 27 Cultural Institutions for 600. Ooh. This central progenitor of funk music and a major figure of 20th century music once lived on Linden Boulevard.
My neighbor, James Brown. Who is James Brown?
Who is James Brown indeed? These Abbottsley Park questions are like,
No Cambria, no Farmers, no Murdoch. What's going on?
okay, Miss Williams.
I will do District 27 Rap and Hip Hop Legends.
District 27 Rap and Hip Hop Legends for 200.
I don't know why.
At least that's Dunkirk.
This rapper turned actor now stars on NCIS Los Angeles.
What?
All right, hold on.
Dunkirk. Dunkirk.
Hey, okay, we're gonna move on because I see the dynamic duo is happening again. Brother Rivers, I think, was the first person.
Mr. Todd Smith, aka LL Cool J.
Oh, duh.
Look at that.
Dunkirk.
James tried to help too.
And gave the government name also, Mr. Todd Smith. That's what the question should have been,
James.
known by his government name. Yes, LL Cool J. Who knew that all of these rap and hip hop,
I did.
folks born, just raised right here in Southeast Queens,
And there's more.
Hollis, St. Albans, to say nothing about the jazz legends that came out of the area as well. All right.
It's in the
let's
water.
see. Okay, so who are we are up to? Miss Adams Ovid. Okay, Miss Adams Ovid, let's do it.
Cultural institutions for 400.
Cultural institutions for 400. The Performing Arts Center at the local college is named for this individual.
Sorry, don't have it.
Okay, Brother Al Canoe says he has the answer.
Who's Beeson?
Who is?
Beeson?
Somebody get a little better.
Beeson?
Didn't you go to that college?
Yeah.
Brother Jermaine Sean Smith just asked Brother Canoe if he went to that college. Okay, you're getting there. So we're going to give that to him, brother. Let's see. Do you remember what his first name is?
Wait, hold on. The Performing Arts Center college is named for this individual.
No one called
Can
it
I
by
phone
that
a
name.
friend?
No one's like, let's just go to York.
Well, whether they call it that or not,
Right.
you know.
It's Beeson.
We'll know it from now on, I tell you that much.
From now on, that's for sure.
Beeson?
Okay, so since nobody's even, okay, look. Who is Milton Basson? And that, brother, that's right. Brother Kwame Clark, is managing the journey. He's here with us.
I was looking for him too.
You were looking for a clue. You know what I'm saying? All right. It's all good. All right. So who's next? And I know this criminal judge. I got some more questions that we're just gonna, share, and you guys will have to answer for some money and stuff. Okay. All right. Brother Al.
District 27 Cultural Institution 200.
Okay, all right, let's go. District 27, Cultural Institution for 200. Ooh. This Hollis institution was founded by a Bernice Johnson dance devotee.
The Devo Dance Group. What is it? Devo Dance.
What is the DeVore Dance Center? Yes, sir. All right. Okay. All right. Brother Rivers.
All right, I'm going to go with District 27 Faith for 600.
District 27 Faith for 600. All right, now, here we go.
Lord.
Ooh. Formerly known as the Southeast Queens Clergy for Community Empowerment, this institution is comprised of clergy leaders in Southeast Queens.
Oh, I know the name of it too. I just can't call it.
Do 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 do.
I can't think of it. I don't know.
Okay, we won't touch you with my singing then.
I believe it's power,
Power.
or something, it's one word.
Anybody else?
Go with QC.
And which stands for?
It's Queens United for Community Empowerment.
Okay, since it's not a spelling bee, we'll give you that one. It is QC. It is the Clergy United for Community
But there's something
Empowerment.
else that they formed that they call power. I'll have to send it to you.
As a separate entity? Okay, all right. Okay, let's see, so we are now up to...
Me?
Yes, Brother Miller.
All right, we'll go 400.
District Faith for 400. Senior Pastor Edward Davis leads this 113-year-old institution that has been home to many of the residents of this neighborhood that shares the church's name.
What is the St. Albans Presbyterian Church?
Watch out now.
Great institution.
What is the Presbyterian Church of St. Albans? I'm not even going to share with you that that was the church that I grew up in, because that would be, a little extra. Okay, all right. So let's see. So now we are back over to Brother Johnson. Yes, sir.
What's that?
District 27 Faith for 200. All right, before we go to these bonus questions that are on this board. Okay. With a congregation currently over 23,000 members, this Southeast Queens Powerhouse is one of the largest churches in the United States.
What is Allen Cathedral? Great Allen
What
Cathedral.
is the Greater Allen Cathedral? Yes, that is indeed the answer. Okay, so before we go into our Jeopardy round, which we were not going to have, the final Jeopardy final round, but because I screwed this Jeopardy game thing up, we're going to have. Why don't we get an update on the count of the score of where we are?
Marie is at 1900.
Marie Adams Ovid at 1900.
Natasha at 600.
Natasha Williams at 600.
Jermaine
Brother Jermaine Sean Smith at 900.
Harold at 3,100.
Brother Harold Miller at 3,100.
Al Hassan at 1,700.
Brother Al Hassan Canoe at 1,700.
Anthony at 1,800.
Brother Anthony Rivers at 1,800.
James at 2,800.
What? Brother James Johnson, the new dad in the crew, at 2,800. Somebody got to pay for those diapers.
And Renee at 3,000.
And Renee Hill at 3,000. Watch out. Okay, all right. I just need to set something up really quickly. So let's see. What can we just sort of ask each of you to think about while I set this up our little round here? I would ask you who's going to be the next New York City mayor, but that would just be scandalous, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it?
I don't think so.
Okay, all right. Is that a fair question? I see no, so let's do it. All right, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to start with Brother Canoe, and we're going to talk about who you think is going to be the next New York City mayor. Not necessarily should we do who you want or who you think?
I don't think we should do anything at all, to be honest with you.
Let's leave that thing.
Okay, think?
Let's leave that thing.
Okay, there we go. That's right. We're going to do it. Who do you think is going to be the next New York City mayor? And give us a little context.
New York City next mayor. To be honest, I'm still analyzing all the candidates. Well, several of them. There are 3 that I'm looking at. So I'm not sure yet who I really think will take it. But I'm looking at specifically Eric Adams. I'm looking at Ray McGuire, and I'm looking at Yang, and also Maya. So I'm still looking at this candidate to see who I think will basically make it.
Okay, so
Right
you're
now,
thinking
the poll is kind of shaky. It's
Okay,
shaky.
so let's do this. Let's rank the top 5. You don't have to rank them. Just give us your 5 because it is ranked choice voting, and you're going to have to select 5. Okay. All right. So you said Eric Adams. You said Maya Wiley.
Ray McGuire. Andrew Yang. And Scott Stringer.
Okay. All right. Brother Rivers, you care to share with us who you think that's going to be?
Well, I'm just going to talk about one in particular, and that is Eric Adams. I think he will be the next mayor of New York City. I think he's put in the work over the years, and he's proven a real good candidate. So my thought pattern would be Eric Adams.
Okay. So Brother Eric Adams is getting Brother Rivers' vote.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Brother Miller,
All right,
your thoughts?
So I don't have a thought on. I don't have a candidate yet that I'm going to announce who I'm supporting. But since you said who you think, so I'm going to put on my political operative hat on for a second and say that I think Eric Adams is in the driver's seat to become mayor. But watch out for someone like Amaya Wiley, who has the endorsement of 1199 and others, and can't sleep on a Scott Stringer.
Okay. All right. So Eric Adams, Ray McGuire, Scott Stringer.
I said Maya.
Maya Wiley. Okay. One more time.
Well, I was saying who I think.
Yes.
So now I'm going to support him.
Okay.
And I was saying that Eric is in the driver's seat.
Eric is in the driver's seat, yes.
But I said do not sleep on Amaya Wiley
Got
or
it.
Scott Stringer.
All right. Eric in the driver's seat. Don't sleep on Maya Wiley or Scott Stringer. Okay. All right. Brother Johnson.
I would say who I think. Eric Adams, I would say, is leading that. I would say Scott is second. Name recognition matters. For a third, this is who I think. With ranked choice voting, I think Andrew Yang might be in some people's top 5, just to check him off.
Okay, so one more time.
So I'm saying who I think.
Yep.
And it could change, obviously.
I understand.
I'm not supporting, but Eric Adams,
No, we can see
Scott
that.
Stringer,
See that?
I think Andrew Yang. We're doing 5, or what we doing?
You can do 5 because it's ranked choice. You can rank up to 5.
Or you could just choose one.
Or you can just choose one because we know who Brother Rivers is voting for.
It's what it is.
Yeah,
It's all good.
I would say Eric Scott, Andrew Yang. Yeah, I think that's it. I think I can only go 3. Right
Okay,
now.
okay, that's fair enough. All right,
Just,
all right.
just off of.
I'm with you. Brother Jermaine Sean Smith?
Yeah, I would like to abstain from this vote just because I don't know what the polling is saying or what anybody else is thinking about the race so far, so it would have to be who I like.
Okay.
And since who I like is a little bit private right now, I'll keep that
Okay.
to myself. Thank you.
Okay, all right, fair enough, fair enough.
All right, you can add Sean Donovan in there as well.
Add Sean Donovan as
Yeah,
well.
add Sean.
Okay, all right, that sounds good. Miss Hill?
Yeah, he'll Obama probably next to him, in the picture probably.
Barack?
Yeah, he'll have Obama next to him. You know, like how de Blasio had a black guy.
Got it.
Irish Afro.
Whatever for Obama.
Yeah.
Yes. Miss Hill?
Yeah, so, it's just Eric Adams. And he agrees with the 2186 to dismantle it if he has to. So I don't know any of the other candidates, and I, like Mr. Rivers said, it's important that we have people that have a history in this race, as mayor, as our mayor, that knows New York, knows what the New Yorkers want, and we don't have time for experiments, so Eric Adams.
Okay, another Eric Adams supporter. All right, Miss Natasha Williams, just whatever you want, you can give you who you think's gonna win, who you want to win, just let us know.
Yeah, and I'm actually going to take a page out of my fellow candidate Harold's book and say I'm going to put my political operative hat on and talk about who I think in this ranked choice voting environment, top 5, in no particular order. And I'm going to do that in no particular order.
Okay, no particular order.
Eric Adams. I'll have to ask Scott Stringer, Maya, Sean Donovan, and Ray McGuire.
Okay, so that was Eric.
or Yang, somewhere in there. I know that's 6, but I think the last, that 5th person in the ranked choice environment, I think that's going to be the wild card. So to me, it's a Sean Donovan or a Ray McGuire.
Okay, so one more time for us. Go ahead.
In no particular order.
No particular order.
Who I think right now.
Yep.
Eric.
Maya.
Sean. Eric, Maya, Sean, Scott. And I think it's a wild card between, or I don't know, but Ray or Yang could kind of end up in that top 5 too.
Okay, wow. This is what this is saying to me.
Are
This
you
is gonna be
writing
a
this
tough
down,
race.
Greg?
I'm jotting it down just so I can, because I'm way too old to remember what folks are saying. All right, I'm going to report you. Okay. Miss Adams Ovid.
Eric Adams. I like that he cares about foster children. That's something that's close to my heart. And Maya Riley, Ray McGuire, and Andrew Yang.
Okay, so that is Eric Adams, Maya Wiley, Ray McGuire, and Andrew Yang. Wow. So what this says to me is that this is going to be a really unpredictable, tough race.
Yeah.
And those ranked choices are going to really make a huge difference in terms of just who wins. Okay, so I think I've come up with just sort of, 2 questions that I think are challenging enough, but maybe not, because you all are brilliant people, as you've demonstrated thus far this evening. So I am going to, this will be our final Jeopardy round. I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask the question, all right? And then you're going to wager an amount, all right? Now, the scorekeeper wasn't anticipating all this what we're doing, but he's a talented person, so I'm going to let him do, he can handle it. So again, Mr. Scorekeeper, I'm going to ask this question. They're going to wager an amount. And either they'll add, if they get it correct, they'll either add that amount to their total now, or they will reduce what they have by that amount.
We're
Okay.
supposed to write it down, you know, if you watch Jeopardy.
Well, you know, we are supposed to write it down, Miss Hill, but you know, as I suggested, I'm not Alex Trebek. This is the Jamaica Performing Arts Center, not television. So, but we're going to have you just sort of have it in your head, right? Oh, but then
Exactly.
Okay, all right. So you really want us to hand out some pieces of paper, is what you're saying. So everyone has a pen?
No.
Okay.
I can text it.
Yeah, we can text it.
I'm sorry?
You can text it.
No, there'll be no texting. Okay, wait. Who doesn't? How many pens do we need? Please, you're gonna write your answer down on the back of this. Hold on to your sheet because there's a second question. So we need to know. Okay, let me get this right. The name of the arena that is under construction right now at Belmont Park. The name of the arena. The name of the arena that is under construction right now at Belmont Park.
Okay, this is when you start looking out for the
Yeah. I'm looking up my answer.
Now, you know why this question is critically important? Because we have an arena that's going to employ hundreds, if not thousands, of people being built right now across the street from Queens Village. And I've not yet heard of the jobs training program that's happening right now that are going to get all of our Cambria Heights and Queens Village and Hollis children up in that building. All right? So that's something you all can put on your agendas, you know, when you become the city council person. All right, does everyone have an answer? Everybody's good? Ms. Hill, you look like you're writing over there.
No, I don't know what that.
Okay, all right. So remember, you're going to wager some points, all right? And either you're going to add those, you know, or you're going to subtract. So long story short, if you don't know the answer, don't wager a whole lot of points for the non-Jeopardy.
And you can only wager up to how much you currently have.
You can only wager absolutely how much you currently
Correct,
have,
okay.
because we're not looking for people to be in negative numbers.
Hey, give me the question again.
Okay, so the name of the arena that is opening, that's under construction currently at Belmont Park. Okay, are you applauding Brother Jermaine Johnson because you know the answer?
No, because there's no way I can actually win, and I'm still.
Okay.
Still
All right,
excited.
everybody ready? Okay, so we're gonna start with Brother Canoe.
Sure.
We're gonna start with Brother
Do
Canoe.
that.
What is the answer to that question?
Wait, did everyone do the wager yet? You gotta.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta wait.
You gotta write it down.
Yeah. I'm sorry, you're right. That's what I love about y'all. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Ms. Hill. You got to write down the amount along with your answer. Everybody got that, right?
The amount and the answer.
The amount and the answer. Okay, good. Okay, you had a few extra seconds there, Brother Canoe.
UBS.
What is
UBS.
the UBS Arena? Okay, so actually the way this is, okay, so the answer actually is the UBS Arena. So how many points did you wager?
1,000.
1,000. Okay. All right. Let me make sure these pens are down. $1,000. Okay. So, Brother Scorekeeper, what is that? We got $1,000 wager from Brother Al Canoe right here.
So now he's at 2,700.
Now he's at 2,700. All right, Brother Rivers, what was your answer?
What is the New York Islanders Arena?
It is going to be home to the New York Islanders, but unfortunately, it is the UBS Arena. Okay, all right. How much did you wager?
$1,000.
$1,000, brother, wagered there. All right. Okay, Brother Miller.
I wrote UBS Bank Arena for
UBS
1,000.
Bank Arena. It is that's still UBS is the bank. So yes. And how much did you wager?
1,000.
$1,000. Okay. All right. All right. So let's just back up. Brother Rivers, do we know what his score is? Because he,
Yes, 800
he sacrificed 1,000 for 800. Okay. Brother Miller
is 4,100.
is 4,100. Wow. Okay. Brother Johnson, what did you
Big
answer?
money.
I put Belmont Racetrack, but
Belmont Racetrack. All right. Unfortunately, and how much did you wager?
500.
500. Okay.
It's too cheap.
All right. Brother Jermaine Shaw Smith.
I had UBS, and I wagered 900.
UBS and he wagers 900. So how many? What's that score for Brother Jermaine Shaw Smith?
Is now 1,800.
Now 1,800. Okay. All right. Sister Renee Hill.
I put the Belmont Bruins, so I wagered 0.
Okay, wager 0. Okay, that's a smart lady right there. All right, and so her score remains at
3,000.
3,000. Okay. All right, Sister Natasha Williams.
I could only do as much as I had, right? So I think I had 600 points. So I had the right answer. What is UBS Arena?
Okay, was UBS Arena. Okay, all right. And Sister Adams Ovid.
I wager 100, but I don't have the right answer.
Okay, all right. So she's down 100 points. All right. Okay, so what does that do for us score-wise? But while those scores are being tallied, okay, this is the bonus point. No points for this one. Either you know it or you don't. Who is going to open the UBS Arena?
Who's gonna open?
The first show, you can buy your tickets right now online. I'm sorry, you can buy your tickets right now online for this person.
It's a person,
It's a person,
not Jay-Z. Huh?
not Jay-Z.
I got it.
Barkley.
I got it. Greg Mays.
Brother Jermaine Shaw Smith is trying to make some points. It is not Greg Mays doing a comedy show at the UBS Arena. All right, anybody venture to guess?
Is the person from Southeast
The
Queens?
person is not from Queens. All right, the person is a person of color.
Oh, that's good.
Right?
It's Beyonce.
It's a him. And
A singer?
A singer.
Singers.
Youngish.
Youngish.
Very, broadly appealing. That doesn't really.
Lenny Kravitz.
Not Lenny Kravitz.
What kind of genre? Hip hop?
Okay.
R&B?
Okay. Now when I give this, it's gonna be done.
Did you buy the tickets?
I did not buy the tickets.
Okay.
The tickets started at I think $250. All right.
Is it Kevin Hart?
Brother scorekeeper, you ready? Okay. So right now I'm gonna give you some more hints. You got to scream answer out. He can't feel.
Oh,
What is Weekend?
the weekend.
What is it? Who said that? She blurted out. The Weekend. He can't feel his space when he's with you. The Weekend will open up at the UBS Arena. I want to say in April of 2022. And yes, you can buy your tickets right now for that concert. But more importantly, guys, we need to get that job training program done so all of these young people get over there.
On a serious note, I know the concert is coming, but I think the residents over there are more concerned about how much traffic.
Amen to that.
Indeed.
And I work in the comptroller's office. We actually fought to actually have a traffic study done.
Yes.
For that area for Springfield, Hempstead, and Jamaica. Right?
Yep.
So there's already traffic coming now.
Yeah.
Right now. So imagine with a hockey stadium at 7:00 p.m.
Yeah. We certainly want to avoid the Cross Island Parkway on the nights that there's an activity at the arena. Okay, so Brother
Real quiet
Scorekeeper,
about this.
what do we got? Brother Anthony Rivers at 800 points. Woohoo! Let's clap it up for Brother Rivers. All right, next up,
Natasha
Sister Natasha Williams
at 1,200.
at 1,200.
The next two are tied.
Next to us high.
That'll be Marie and Jermaine. At 18.
Okay, so Sister Marie Adams Ovid and Jermaine Shawn Smith with how many points?
1,800.
With 1,800 points each. All right, and who's next?
Next is James at 2,300 points.
Brother James Johnson with $2,300, enough to buy plenty of diapers for that new child.
The registry is open.
That's right, the registry is open. Okay, and next up,
Al Hassan at 2,700.
Brother Al Hassan Canoe at 2,700. His past employers would make him proud. Well, they're making him, they're proud of him, something like that. Okay, 2,700 for Brother Al Hassan. All right, is that it?
No. Renee at 3,000.
Sister Renee Hill at 3,000.
And the highest score is Harold at 4,100.
Brother Harold Miller with 4,100 points. All right. Look, this brings our afternoon to a close. All right. I want to congratulate all of you brothers and sisters for taking part in the District 27 Jeopardy game. I want to share a special shout out to the Jamaica Center for Arts and Learning, who we now know runs the Jamaica Performing Arts Center as well. To name some names, Brother Stephen Pink is in the house, Nelson is in the house somewhere, Courtney French, who runs this place in particular, and now is the interim artistic director for JCAL-JPAC, as well as Brother Leonard Jacobs, who is the interim, administrative or executive director for JCAL-JPAC. So thank you for them for allowing us to use this fantastic space gratis, if you will. Shout out to Brother Kwame Clark over there with Simple Solutions and his crew. And look, last but definitely not least, we've got Brother Nidal with Connective Video Productions and his crew of folks who have now done a number of things for us, including the Valentine's Day show that we had previously and stuff. So most important, I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. A recording of this live stream will be available on the YouTube and Facebook pages for both the Better Jamaica and the Jamaica Center for Arts and Learning, so please share that word. And finally, I'd like the audience folks to promise me two things, right? The first thing I'd love for you to do is to consider making a contribution to any of these 8 folks up here or the 3 who are not with us here, not here today. It is so important that you make a contribution. And I'm not sure whether you know this, but a $100 contribution turns into $900 for any of the folks up here. So if you think that, $25 is not a lot of money, it is absolutely a nice contribution, because 9 times 25 equals 225. All right, I just want to make sure you're all
amazing. Some of us is maxed out already.
Okay. Well,
we can't raise any more money. But if you want to give us a volunteer,
okay.
We'll take that.
Okay, Brother Johnson has shared
I'm not the only one that's maxed out.
That's right, and he said he's not the only one. Some of the candidates are indeed maxed out in terms of the money that they
can't raise no more money.
That's right. So, but he has pointed out, and he said, in fairness, that he's not the only one maxed out. I'm sure all these. Well, I'm not.
No.
Okay, not everybody is.
Not during the pandemic.
I'll take Brother James' money.
I'll do that too.
So one would love for anyone out there to really just make a contribution to any of the candidates that are up here. You can make a contribution to 5 if you want. Just for the record, I think that's correct. I've made a contribution to every single one of you up here.
Yes,
a modest contribution, but a contribution nonetheless. And no, I didn't give any more to my people. But anyway, so that's what I would really just sort of encourage us all to do, is just sort of make a contribution to the candidate of your choice. And the other thing that I would encourage you to do is that on June 22nd is the primary day. So please go out and vote. It is our second round of ranked choice voting, because we use ranked choice voting in some of the special elections. But it is critically important that you not only vote, but vote for the up to 5 people that you think would do a great job as your sort of mayor of New York City. Also, you don't have to wait until June 22nd, because early voting actually begins on June 12th. And actually runs through June 20th. So you've got that 8-day window to just sort of get out there and vote. And on top of all of that, you can also do an absentee ballot as well. Correct. So there's no excuse. One of the fantastic things about Southeast Queens is that this is the largest, I believe the statistic is still correct, the largest contiguous Democratic voting bloc in New York State.
Yes.
And it is critically important. It's something for us to be proud of, and let's keep that record, because what that means is that people pay attention to us and our needs. So again, June 12th through June 20th is the early voting and stuff. So That is it, good people. My name is Greg Mays. My organization is A Better Jamaica. You can find us at abetterjamaica.org. You certainly can make a contribution there as well to this very deserving nonprofit. But more importantly, you can visit the site and see just sort of the myriad of programs that we offer to folks here in Southeast Queens. We are locally based and locally focused. And again, I just want to thank these beautiful people for joining us today. Thank you.
Great job, Greg.
And we will see you guys at the polls.
It was fun. Thank you.
All right. Have a good night.